And recording. So hello, welcome back for more a crossover episode.com shenanigans. So I wanted to implement something else related to this thing that we were working on before, which is to speed up the navigation between next and previous frames. But before that, I was checking the code that I was working on yesterday, and I noticed something that I didn't like, which is these variable names that say like current frame data, pre-frame data, and next frame data, and whatnot. And I think, why call it data? Why not just call it current frame, previous frame, next frame? Data is kind of a redundant thing. I think I just copied it from the code that was before, but I didn't think about it. Sorry for my English. And well, before sending the pull request, I think I want to change that. So I could rename these variables and make a new commit for this, but since this hasn't been merged into the main branch, and we have to still open a pull request for this, I figured why not do a rebase and fix it on the existing commits, so that we don't add a new commit for just a rename, and we kind of keep the history a bit cleaner. So if we check, we have these two commits in this branch, so we can do a rebase interactive. I have an alias for that. Two commits back, and we are going to edit this commit right here. So save, close, and now we are back in that commit, so we can rename these things right here. And I think instead of using the rename command, we can be a bit text-based and just get all of the frame data matches just like this. So we also match on the setters. So set blah 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 frame data also matches, and we can just replace it with frame. And I think that should have been a successful refactor, or rename, should I say. Let's check. This is my, I don't know what I looked for there, but it's fine. Good horsey. That seemed to take some time, right? Is the preloading working? Let's see. Next. Yes, 69. It seems it actually asked for this thing here, right? If we do next, 13 again, is the preload working? No, it's not working because we are in the previous commit, so that's fine. But the links are working, so that's great. So we save here, we do add these things and just hit add everything, and let's what do I want to do? Rebase continue. So yes, same commit message, and now I probably have some merge conflicts. Oh, this is a new merge editor that I haven't seen in VS Code. So how does it work? I want to accept the incoming probably, but call it curve frame rates. Next conflicts. Where is the next conflict thingy? Zero conflicts remaining. Okay, so stage changes, I guess, and no, something didn't work here. Okay, so this was not a conflict, but also not good. So again, this should be called frame. Great, and these are shorter variable names. I'm better ones, I think. So now this thing should be pre-fetching or preloading. You can do next. Yes, now it feels very snappy. That's great. So things seem to be working correctly. Let's do git add updated and it go git rebase continue. Send message, and that's it. Git bf that's another alias to push force because we just altered the history, so we need to push with force. And that's it for the polishing of the like renaming of those variables. And what I wanted to do today is let's search for something more interesting. Let's go back to that commie frame that I like. And wouldn't it be nice? So what I want to do today is like, wouldn't it be nice to be able to navigate to previous and next by using the arrow keys on the keyboard? Currently, the page doesn't do that, but I think it would be quite nice to do so. So that's what I want to implement now, and I think it should be relatively easy. In fact, since we have been playing around with this link and real rel thingies, I do remember that there was another thing called, like, this is next. I think there is a thing called rel next actually, and probably rel prev. I'm not sure about if this is prev or previous, but next I'm pretty sure something like this exists. So this is not a link to the image files directly, but to the next page. And if the browser knows about this, I thought that maybe if the browser knew that these things were links, it might have like implemented this keyboard navigation. I seem to remember some browser doing that, but maybe it was like Opera or something. So this thing has the real next. Yeah, that's let's try to remember. HTML link next keyboard navigation. I seem to remember about this. Definitely no, not related to Next.js. Okay, I don't think that. Okay, HTML link next anchor. Oh man, this Next.js is rel next is what I want. Okay, there's a pagination with rel next and rel prev. So it was prev actually. Keyboard. No, it doesn't seem that keyword is on this page. So okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. We can implement this on our own. Yeah, so this next and prev didn't really work. Let's forget about this. And probably what I want is some sort of use effect hook that adds an event listener to the window. So let's do use effect. Window, add event listener. I guess it should be key down. I'm not really sure on that, but we shall see. Events doesn't like that. Well, I don't know what was that about. So event is a keyword event. Nice. And now I don't remember how. No, key down how these keyboard events worked. So I think they had key code, and the amount of things popping up. Key code, well, it's deprecated, it seems, but why is it deprecated? Well, it's deprecated, and does it say what to use? So I shouldn't be using char code or key code. Maybe I should be using key, I guess. But let's log what key code is. Key code, key event key, and what else? I don't know what else. That's fine for now. Linter, come on. So we have that. Let's bring up this. In fact, let's put this to the left. So, I didn't clean up the previous. I didn't put cleanup code, so I'm probably going to have many repetitions. Oh, okay. So key code is something like 40, while key is arrow down. Yeah, that's probably why one is deprecated and the other one is not. All right. So if I press anything else, okay, this looks very nice. So let's do add event listener. Okay, what we want to do actually. Add event listener returns something, right? I think. Const. I don't know if it returns an ID or something. No, void. So if I want to clear this up, I need to extract this into a variable. Plus in scope, let's say key down handler. And the cleanup code, from here we have to return a cleanup code like that's window remove event listener key down and key down handler. Okay. And the array of dependencies, I have no idea what should go here yet. But this should have cleaned the thing up. And I have a lot of event handlers subscribed now, but I guess if I reload the page, I should only have one. Yes, very nice. So now, I guess we can just handle these keys. So we're going to do a good old, well, this one of void is not necessary. Gonna do a good old switch, I guess. Switch event key, and in the case it is how was it? Key down, key left, I think. In the case it is key left, why does it complain? Must use single quotes. Yes, that is very important. I don't like that. Maybe I have a. Do I have a quick refactor here? Maybe I'm complaining and yes, fix this quotes problem. Amazing. So it is. If we are going to do key left, we can trigger browser navigation, I guess. Or no, maybe we could actually use this real next and prev here to say if this is real rel prev and the other one is rel next d. I guess we can just grab that thing, document, query selector. How do I query for this thing? I think it is something like I know that there is an alias for this in the tools, but okay. this should be an anchor with rel pref. Yeah. Nice. And if I do click here, yes, that is exactly what I want. So let's copy pasta here. Now something that is, yeah, okay, thanks TypeScript for complaining. So I guess this thing could be null. And click does not exist on elements. Yeah, but don't you know that it should be an... Okay, so if we pass like a single, I mean the siren in the background, it's surely gonna get caught in the video. This is an interesting TypeScript thing going on here. If we pass this simple A selector, TypeScript knows that what gets retrieved from here is an HTML element, or probably an HTML anchor element. But since when we do this, it doesn't know, like it could be anything, it doesn't know that there is a click method there. I wonder if newer versions of TypeScript know about this. But I guess I could also kind of ignore this. If we say something like as HTML anchor elements, why doesn't this work? Cannot find name. I think there is some... No, okay, this doesn't make much sense. I guess this is what I want. It's quite horrible. Can I do something like filter or something like that? No, it's a query selector, not a query selector all. So what should I do? Well, let's do something. Let's do just something hacky. I don't have to make this perfect. Let's make it TS ignore for now. And let's do the same thing for case key right. Okay. Well, basically the same thing. And we are going to grab the next. Why is it complaining? Expected a break, of course. And break here. And that's it, I think. If we do previous, it doesn't seem to work. Reload. Can we console log this? Console log. Key down. Events. Key. Arrow right. That's not key right, it's arrow right. And here, same thing. There it goes. Yes, that's very nice. That's very nice. And yes, I think that Seppo, the creator, might be a Vim user. So let's also do JK navigation. So yeah, in Vim is J to go up and K to go down, if I'm not mistaken. I'm quite a noob at that. But if we have that, yes, good. Very, very good. Now this thing is a bit annoying to having to do this, but I am fine with that for now. What I'm probably breaking with this change, however, is this search. If I type J, well, I don't know what happened there, but if we type hooray, for instance, let's go to one of the images, and if we go left, oh, okay, so inputs, I thought I might have broken the input because we are typing left and right here, but it seems that the input keeps those those events from bubbling up to the window, so they don't affect. Well, for some reason it's not working. What happens? For some reason this is not working now. Did I? I cleaned up the event listener. I thought I cleaned up the log statement. Sorry for that. So, okay, let's see if I broke this. Yes, I did indeed broke the input, so typing on this input shouldn't be doing navigation. And if I type J, well, I don't know exactly what happened there, but didn't seem to work very nicely. Hooray, J. Yeah, okay, it's not like horribly broken, but yes, typing left and right here shouldn't do, shouldn't cause this navigation. But how do we fix that? I mean, I know of a way, input. So here we have this on change. No, it shouldn't be on change. It should be on key down even. It should stop propagation of that event, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, let's try it out. There's a bit of a messy formatting here. Key down. What do we want? We want to have an event, and we want to stop propagation. So if we do that, we'll be here, and yeah, now it doesn't navigate left and right because we have stopped propagation. But this is a bit ugly, I think. I would prefer not having to do this. Also, the formatting here is a bit questionable, but I won't question it now. It would be nice to, not having to do this, because this also breaks this other input, right? Yeah, this is quite bad. So isn't there a way to know if the key down event was originated on an input element? There probably is. So let's look for JavaScript. Ignore key events on window when they were triggered by an input. Yeah. Yeah, this is basically a very similar thing. You want to do prevent default only if the target element was not an input tag. Not sure. Yeah, I guess we could do something like this. You can use document active element which returns the current. Well, yes, I guess I would prefer a solution like this, because instead of having to change the inputs on the, on the page to know about this global navigation, maybe the other way around is better. We change the global navigation to not trigger when the key down was started from an input, I guess. Was this focus element, right? So if we go here and say documents focus elements, or is it window? Neither. Active elements, and yes, it is in documents. So documents active elements, it is the text area. That's great. And if I click somewhere else, it is body. Interesting. If I click this, the image, is it the image? No, it's the body. That's interesting. So yeah, I'm okay with that, with doing something like in here, asking if document active element matches. So if it matches input or text area, I think it is area. So what do we have? Input, yes, and text area. Yeah, and those are the only two things that we need to handle. So this is fine. In either of those cases, we just return and not do anything, and otherwise we do this. Yeah. Yes. Does this work? It seems to work. Very nice. Hooray! And if we look for something with a J, yes, we can type the J and the K, and it doesn't do any navigation, although I was not here. But yeah, it seems to do exactly what I want, and man, I'm probably spoiling things with this. Anyway, am I okay with this code? I think I am, except with the TS ignore things, but we can check that on another moment. Let's do a quick check of what we did. I think it's only this change, right? No, this also. But okay, does it look good? I think it does. Key down handler. All right. Yes, let's commit this. Allow navigating to next and previous frames with a key. Yeah, with keyboard. Yes, nothing else to say besides this. I think the code is simple enough to not need any other comments. So let's commit. And the thing is, maybe does it make sense to have this use effect here? I mean, this component is already a bit ginormous. And this use effect actually doesn't depend on anything, on any of the data, because it's using the, it's doing a query selector to know like what to click. And if it's nothing like this, it doesn't do anything. So I think we can just extract it maybe. Extract it to something like this and say use keyboard navigation. And actually this function could be something that that is installed like globally on the application component, so that does this still look good? I think it does. So that, for instance, if we are on the search page, I think the search page is not navigates. It doesn't have navigation. So if you do hello, yes, it doesn't have pagination. But you could imagine, like, if we had pagination here implemented with links, and they had like rel prev and rel next, this same code would still work. So we could install this on the top level component, and it would be fine. But I think I'm okay with not like only installing this on the frame component for the moment. All right. So yeah, and now the frame component only does this. Use keyboard navigation, which is a bit more like declarative. Let's say. Let's move this a bit up the noise. Use things, clear mosaic, use states. Okay, maybe just do it here, you know, at the top, or here. Okay, like it should be a simple thing. Does this still work? Don't want to spoil things. Oh man, it's very easy to spoil things. Let's look for Toad. Hooray! Toad is safe. Okay, still works. Hooray! Hooray! Okay, great. Let's do git commit, git amend. Amend is just an alias for git commit amend with the same message. So yes, I think that's a nice change, and now I will open a pull request for this. So if we go to the crossover episode on Seppo's repository, I think I'm going to create a pull request for this branch, but that can be done off video, and right now I have to go do something else. So that's it for today, and if you have been, thank you for watching. See you later. Bye bye. How do I turn this off? There it goes. Bye.